afternoon and welcome to Noonday. Here is your hostess, Kathy Diaz.
We'd like to welcome you to Noonday. We are at the Sturkle Collection, housed in the old Blackburn building in downtown Amarillo. And with me, I have U.C. Sturkle, the collector. Thank you very much for inviting us over. This is a collection of carriages, buggies, what all is here?
Sleighs and a bunch of commercial vehicles and things I could find at the right price at the right place, whether it's a barn or an auction.
When did you start collecting, and what is the mystique of collecting carriages?
I don't know what the mystique is when I see how much space it takes up. I wish it'd been stamps at times, but I've enjoyed it for about 30 years.
We are out on Lake Meredith with Ranger Pat Lineback, and we are going to talk about some of the things that you need to get your boat ready and yourself ready for summer recreation out here. Thank you for joining us. Thank
Glad
you
I can help.
Hosting us. We have some life preservers here, and of course you'll notice that I am wearing one, courtesy of the National Park Service. Welcome back to Noonday. With us on Noonday, Gary Ray. He is the golf professional at the Amarillo Country Club, and this is going to be an exciting week in your life.
Yeah, it really is.
You are going to be a competitor in the Ben Hogan Amarillo Open. Talking about you, you said at one time you thought you were going to be going into industrial management. Of course, the world knows you went into football. What's the future for you?
The future now?
The future now.
Well, it's kind of interesting to be retired. My wife says, when does the retirement start? Because people told me I was going to be busier, in retirement than I was with the Cowboy. I couldn't believe that, but I have been. The last year I've been so busy doing so many things. People feel like you have time because you're retired, so you ought to be able to do a lot of things.
Coming up, having a mammogram. We'll take you through step by step on Noonday next.
I'm going very slow, Kathy. If you can't take this, please tell me.
This is what people don't like.
Correct. Most ladies, though, are afraid of the results rather than afraid of the compression.
All right, as we kind of talked about, the pressure in having a mammogram is maybe in your head, not this squeezing sensation that you're feeling. But I would have to say that having had a mammogram for real life and then doing this one for television is a lot easier. Now, we're told this when we go to have a mammogram. If you had to guess how many women actually do this, what would you guess?
This is a guess, totally unscientific, 10%.
Which is scary.
Yes.
Do you think we don't do it because we don't want to find anything and we don't want to lose our breast? Coming up on Noonday, Amarillo Mayors on 1991. Next. Welcome to Noonday. Thank you very much for joining us. We are here to talk about our future, and as you can see, we are in very good company. With us on Noonday, Amarillo Mayor Keith Adams and his predecessors. When you talk about that, the Panhandle being part of Texas, there are still people in those two cities, Austin and Washington, that talk about us like we were the moon. All right? Is that fair? You have experienced this?
Well, of course you experience that, but I think Jerry's point is the critical one, in that it's up to us to build those relationships and make those ties down there. People are not going to come to us. We have to go there and to work with the people and establish the relationships that count. And when we do that, all of those things will go away, because good things come from good relationships.
Do you think we need a full-time lobbyist in Austin? Rick, do you think we need a full-time lobbyist in Washington? There are people who say that if we had that, if we invested our money in that, then we would have gotten some return on our money.
Well, I think Keith probably ought to answer this question, but our full-time lobbyist, in my way of seeing it, is our congressman.
She called him and they sent 2 commissars. She came to the airport and said, you have to go very slowly, 6 steps. No jumping, no screaming, no freedom. Just 6 steps, and say that you want to stay in this country. I did exactly that. They put hand on my shoulder, said, "You are under French law. Go to that room upstairs and read papers, document, and 45 minutes later, sign." So there's no jumping, no preconception. It is live survival.
When they told you that you didn't have a seat on that plane, what did you imagine your future would have
That
been?
would have been maybe not physical death, but that would have been annihilation. I would have been blackballed and...
Why? Because you were so successful dancing in the West?
Yeah, but principal dancer who was 48, he didn't have chance to dance. I mean, people are vindictive, but they're communists or capitalists.
So artistic jealousy.
It's a
played.
jealousy, definitely. And I was a person who didn't mince words, even back in Russia.
What do you think of what is going on in the Soviet Union today?
Well, it's of course very messy situation, and I'm very disappointed with Gorbachev's performance, this betrayal.
We have been visiting with Rudolf Nureyev. Mr. Nureyev is dancing tonight at 8 o'clock at the Amarillo Civic Center. We thank you again for joining us, and thanks for watching KCIT. Joining us on Noonday, Jenny Shelton and Jenny Babb from the Junior League of Amarillo. We are going to talk about the Best of Texas. The Best of Texas, literally, it is a festival that is coming up this weekend. All kinds of Texas products, and as I see, you are very graciously holding one. It looks to be heavy. What is this?
Well, this is one of the centerpieces we're having, a little barbed wire Texas here to show a little Texas spirit.
Kathy, may I interject that there's a free performance for children?
Well, certainly. We always take interjections about free performances. When is that?
This will be Saturday afternoon at 2:30 at Amarillo Little Theater, and they must be accompanied by an adult. That's the only proviso.
Maybe if you could repeat that information about what time?
2:30 Saturday afternoon at Amarillo Little Theater. The songs will be performed
And the
for
date?
the children.
And the date?
March the 16th.
All right, so that is the free performance for children. We thank you very much for your work on behalf of the arts and culture in this community.
Certainly, thank you.
Yeah, have a good time at the